What's up, everybody? Mark Holmes here, and as always, I want to thank you all for watching, commenting, subscribing, and being part of the Jobu Sports Report. Without you guys, this literally, and I mean literally, does not work. I've been working out on the yard, trying to get it together, and the outdoor studio, and I've been doing work in the shop and things, and I need to work on my classroom stuff too. Whew! And I came in here because I got to go back to Home Depot. You know what? Home Depot, if you're watching, y'all need to sponsor my ass. All the shit that I buy from you guys, seriously, you guys need to sponsor me. But anyway, I haven't seen, I only got the beginning of this. Apparently, Ceedee Lamb said that our skilled players can hang with anybody. So let's go to the talking heads and see how this is going to work out.
Cowboys, they expected to have Dak Prescott back in the huddle, so expectations are high.
Of course they're high. They're always high.
Ceedee Lamb, he ain't shy away from boasting about his squad, saying, quote,
should.
Offensively at the skill position, I feel we can compete with anybody. We're one of the best in the NFL. Now we got to bring in our own star.
I agree with that.
But that's NFL analyst Greg Jennings. So, Greg, you take this one first. You got an issue with Ceedee Lamb's comments.
Of course not. Come on, man. You got to feel yourself when you're in that position. And he does, and he has every right to. And he is absolutely right. At the skill position, this team is stacked. You think about the quiet assassin and Amari Cooper, what he's able to bring to the table when
That's right.
And then a young Michael Gallup, who's emerging as a second guy that you can have an option for. And then Ceedee Lamb, we know what he's capable of doing, and he's obviously blossoming into a young star in this league. And then you add Dak Prescott back at quarterback, back at the helm, throwing to all these options with Ezekiel Elliott in the backfield. Yes, their skill position is stacked, which is why we always start to consider them as one of the better teams in the NFC East, and always wondering why they are falling short, because their personnel on paper suggests that they should be a lot better. However, it takes a lot of chemistry. It takes a lot of rapport, and you have to know how to win. And that's something the Dallas Cowboys haven't done. But what Ceedee Lamb is saying is absolutely correct. I played on a team where we had extreme amounts of depth at the receiver position, and we pushed one another. We made each other better. We all felt like we were number one guys, and that's what they feel like down in Dallas. And then you add a Dak Prescott who was injured last year, he didn't even get the chance to play a full season with. So we haven't seen the best of Ceedee Lamb yet.
Gee, wow.
I love it, Marcel's.
Learns from his own mistakes. A wise man learns from the mistakes of others. Ceedee, Greg Jennings, y'all ain't learned from Zeke's mistake just last year? What Zeke say last year? Probably the most talented team I've been on. Just look at the depth chart. Look at the roster. Look at how many Pro Bowlers, all pro guys we have out there, close quote. What happened last year, Greg Jennings?
A lot of injuries.
Ceedee Lamb, all that talent, that roster, they all pro guys, all that depth, all them losses. Okay? So I ain't really got a problem with Ceedee being confident, because he is that dude and he's about to be a guy. Almost won 4,000 yards as a rookie with Andy Dalton starting the majority of the time. But my thing is, like, why are you talking? Y'all think I clown Dak Prescott on this show a lot, but the one thing Dak Prescott does best
He
is
doesn't
stay
talk.
silent and let his game do the talking.
You got a point there.
Is actually the star. $160 million man makes more in one game this year than Ceedee will make over the course of the entire year, more than likely. And you'll hear Dak out here lauding about all the talent, because they let their game speak. But Ceedee, you just saw what Zeke said last year and how it backfired. I got a problem with the comments, because why didn't you learn from Zeke's mistakes? Man, stop it.
Thank you. Put a foot in his ass.
Saying this. And look, he can say what the hell he wants, as long as he go out there and back it up. And here's the thing. So since somebody is wrong, you can't come back after that and then prove that you are right. Like, that's crazy. Like, they're not a deterrent to you being right. They just were wrong. I'll give you that. Acho, look. Every debate, you come in here thinking you're going to win, right?
No.
You don't. But still, you still believe in yourself. Now you go over here suppress CeeDee Lamb for believing in himself. Boy, you're a hypocrite. CeeDee Lamb over there listening to something that you ain't supposed to be listening to right now. I don't know why y'all trying to cancel it. I believe I can fly. Well, I do know why y'all trying to cancel it. But I still listen to that song. Oh, you can't say that? Okay, let me go. How about some Bone Crusher? Never scared. That's what CeeDee Lamb is on. You know, I ain't never scared of these guys. I look around the NFL and I look around our locker room. It's always a talent-driven conversation, to Greg's point. That talent drives the expectations to the top. And then all of a sudden, either you live up to them or you're a disappointment. Why are we always disappointed in the Cowboys? Because we have expectations. Why do we have expectations? Because they have so much talent. And this year, they're going to have their conductor. Hopefully, Dak stays healthy for the entire season. You got something to do. Don't be deterred because somebody was wrong before, because this time you could be right. Here's the problem, son. Here's the problem. Hey, we got a 5-year-old son, MJ. Say MJ get into a scuffle at his, pre-K school. He get into a little scuffle. And he get into the scuffle with the kid, and he says, hey, when my dad get here, he gonna take care of you. Yeah, you. Me? I ain't fighting, even if I am. Exactly.
My dad can beat up your dad.
He's writing checks that Marcellus Wiley got a cash. Bankrupt, y'all. And now when you show up, you're gonna be, wait, MJ, what you say? What you say now? Like, who's this guy? Yeah, exactly. CeeDee Lamb out here writing checks that Dak has to cash, that Zeke has to cash, that DeMarcus Lawrence has to cash, that
and they should, because they've been cashing checks.
He has to cash, that Dan Quinn has to cash. It'd be one thing if MJ was going to handle the little 5-year-old he's scuffling with himself. Sure. But MJ said, hey, when my daddy get here. And CeeDee Lamb's comments are saying, hey, when everybody else shows up, we really have enough talent to be that great. But the problem is, CeeDee, you can only control you. Zeke, last year, talking about all the talent on the team, all the other Pro Bowlers, just look at the depth chart. You're speaking for a whole bunch of other people that you ain't got the authority to speak for. CeeDee Lamb can speak for himself because he's a baller. But when you start speaking on behalf of other people and you don't know the work they're putting in, that's when you can make a mistake.
Acho, what are you talking about? What check is he trying to cash? He is just simply saying that we got a lot of talent, period. He didn't say that we're winning the Super Bowl. He didn't say any of that. Even with Ezekiel last season.
Yep, he got a point. He didn't say we were the Super Bowl.
This is the most talented team that I've been around. He was not lying. That was his reality. That was his fact. We knew that to be true.
True.
But they still have to put together wins, which I know they all understand that. Dak Prescott, Ezekiel Elliott, Amari Cooper, Mike McCarthy, none of them are looking at CeeDee Lamb like, man, what are you talking about? Why are you going out there saying that? No,
like, you're right. Yeah, we better.
He's absolutely right. And he's been right. Ezekiel Elliott's been right. And so many of us have been right when we're talking about the Cowboys and their personnel and the depth that they've always had. It's just a matter of getting it done. That's something that they haven't done. He's not guaranteeing anything. He's just saying what we all know to be fact.
All right. Your thoughts.
Let's not be lazy.
I'll let him.
If he's saying we got so much talent, what are the implications? It's a leading statement. Gee, if you about to go out with your old lady, you about to go out with whoever, and you're like, hey, the guy dressed up.
Yeah, don't tell her she's old.
Hey, it's cold outside. Yes, you're making a statement that it's cold outside, but you're notifying the significant other it's cold outside for a reason. Hey, you might want to get a jacket. Now, you could obviously say, hey, you might want to get a jacket, but instead you're choosing to simply notify your significant other it's cold outside. CeeDee Lamb is notifying us we're talented for a reason. Yes,
what?
It is a fact. Like saying it is cold outside.
Yeah, it is. We are talented.
Why does that fact have relevance? Because he's putting people on alert to a degree.
No.
Yes, we're one of the most talented rosters, and we can compete with anybody.
No, we can compete. Compete means you can hang with them. That does not mean that you win or lose. See, he didn't say we have so much talent we can beat anybody. He didn't say that. He didn't say we have so much talent we're winning the Super Bowl. He said, and see, this is where they kind of twist this shit. He said we have as much talent that we can hang with anybody else. That means we can at least be there. We're not, where we are high school team versus NFL All-Stars. So I look forward to your comments on this here to see what y'all think. I don't have a problem with them saying that. In fact, if you don't believe that you can do something, You certainly won't. I'll see you guys later on the Home Depot.
I'm just trying to